It's July 30th, 2012. Service, please. Good morning. So, got our morning coffees ready already. Rich likes the chocolate on his, and I take mine au naturel. Is that right, Sydney? She likes to watch in the morning. At school, going to be a fun day. Trying to be optimistic. I have my appointment to take in the iMac at 4 o'clock, so I'll have to rush over there as soon as my class is done. So hi, how are you? Good to see you again. For the record, this is the 4th Canon camera I have gotten in the past couple of months. I went through 2 S100s before I realized that they have a design flaw and the microphones are placed too close to the lens, so they pick up the sound of the lens autofocusing when you're shooting. And the only solution seems to be to turn off autofocus when you're using video, turning it into a $500 flip cam, which is unacceptable. So I returned both of those. And then I got this little PowerShot ELPH300HS, which does not have the design flaw. The microphones are on top so that they are away from the lens mechanism. And I noticed that the new EOS M Canon just announced, it's going to be available in October, has the microphones right on top in the same location. I don't think that's a coincidence. But the first PowerShot ELPH300HS that I got failed within 30 days because it started generating that fun lens error message where the lens wouldn't retract, wouldn't go out or wouldn't come back in. It was very inconsistent. Sometimes it would do it, sometimes it wouldn't. Today, trying to shoot stuff, I didn't shoot anything most of the day since this morning because I couldn't get the camera to come on. It would come on, the lens would come out, and then it would go boop, 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 back and forth, and then do its little multiple beeps, and the lens error message would be on the screen, and the thing would shut down. Fortunately, the new camera came today, was waiting for me when I got home. I'm packing up the first one, or the first 300, the third Canon point and shoot in total, and I'm sending it back to Amazon yet again for a refund. If this one that I'm holding in my hand and talking to fails, that's it for me in Canon. I'm not going to go down this path again. I will go to another brand, even though none of the others seem to have better video quality. The Canon does seem to have it nailed on the video quality for these little pocketable cameras. Everyone else appears to be lacking. I even thought about buying the new Sony that everyone is raving about, the RX100 or something like that, that's got the big sensor, or the larger sensor, not quite the same size as APC, APS-C, whatever it is. But it's $650 for a pocket camera, and that's just ludicrous because I could buy, you know, like a Nikon D3100 for less than that, or a 3200, which is optimized for video, for less than that. And it's just crazy to spend that much money on something that is going to get dropped or liquid put on it or something like that, and generally abused. I mean, that's the whole point of a pocket camera, right? That you can have it with you all the time. Plus, I have vowed I'm never going to buy a Sony product ever again because of the trauma Sony's put me through with this PS3 and the network going down and not being usable and all that kind of stuff. And the software for the PS3 is really awkward. It seems like it wants to be updated every time I turn the damn thing on. So I'm over Sony. I've used to be a big Sony customer. I've got multiple Sony TVs, Sony VCRs, Sony DVD players, Sony stereo system. You know, lots of stuff Sony. Next to Apple, Sony was probably my favorite brand of electronics. And the experience I've had with PS3 is so bad, I've vowed I'm never, ever going to buy another Sony product again. Ever. So, Canon, this is your last shot. If the camera I'm holding in my hands right now fails, you are done as far as I'm concerned. You're in the same category as Sony. So this little black box better work. So, Canon, this is your last shot. If the camera I'm holding in my hands right now fails, you are done as far as I'm concerned. You're in the same category as Sony. So this little black box better work. What's going on? Do you see birdies out there? You girls see birdies out there? I hear birds.